We can go over two replays,
Yeah,
which I think it's best if we go over the losses.
yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah, all right. Delete this one. All right, let's see. Noddle. Yeah, let's see. Right. Yeah, totally not your fault. Yeah, it's fine. Those goals happen. What rank is this, by the way? Mid?
Champ 2.
Yeah,
Barely champ 3. Yeah, no, champ 2.
mid champ. All right. Your car control seems to be quite good. Oh my, nice try. All right, nice. Nothing wrong with rotations or anything. Yeah, like in these sort of situations when the ball gets cleared over your head, you probably don't want to be here because your teammate wants to go for this ball, and if you're in this spot, like when your teammate is also in this spot, your teammate can't really decide if he has to go or he's basically playing as if you weren't there, so he has to play a 1v1. Um, So if you just rotate back immediately to back post or rotate out like to front post or back post, it's probably better in this situation. Because if you rotate directly towards the ball, you know your teammate is there. You're only gonna clash with his rotation. So uh, yeah, basically try to avoid going in a line with the ball when your teammate is here to clear it. Just try to go around him. Nice, looking where the opponent is. Yeah, so far your rotations actually seem pretty good. Yeah, teammate played a bit.
Sorry to hear my parents in the background.
Oh no, it's fine. It's fine. like it's for you. Like I can't really point out anything wrong with your gameplay per se, but I don't know if you just try to boom this or get it to your teammate. But in those situations, it's always better to probably get it to your teammate softly. Because if you boom it away, you only give away possession. But how, like, you and your teammate are playing, like, this game feels higher than C2.
I think this teammate I don't really know him, but we were playing together and we had a win streak. I actually got back up to champ 3 when I was partying with him.
Yeah, alright. Yeah, it seems like higher than mid's champ.
Yeah, I think we just had good chemistry because we won a lot of our games when we partied up.
Yeah. Yeah, nice of you to see where your teammate was. Yeah, right. That's not necessary, but I guess you noticed that in game as well. You can't really do something there with 7 boost. Yeah, that's I guess a nice try, but your teammate was right here, so if you had chemistry with him and you play more with him in the future maybe, um, just try to get those passes in field because they're like deadly for defense. He's probably, I'm just gonna look at his point of view. Yeah, just what I thought. He's like in this general area, and if you just put it like to the side, down, this guy's not gonna be faster than the defense, than your teammate. So he has an easy shot on that. But it was nice of you to go for a play. Yeah, like in these sort of situations, it's fine to stay with the ball here, but when you notice like the ball is way over your head, you have 0 boost, and your teammate is back with probably like 50 or more boost, then you really don't want to stay in here. Switch to car cam and try to line up some pads so you can get in the next play, because you're not gonna do anything with this ball. In these sort of spots, you probably always want to rotate out to the middle to get into rotations a bit easier, because you're crossing your teammate here. It's not always wrong, but in most cases it's easier for you to go here. And what I'm also seeing is you're not using your flips enough, I think. Like your boost management is actually pretty good. But like with rotating and getting to supersonic, you don't use a lot of flips. So like it's not that big of a deal. But yeah, like if you flip a bit more to get supersonic at some points, your boost management will even be better.
That's a good point.
Yeah, I actually don't really know why you lost this game, actually. It's actually a pretty close game. Not really many pointers for me to go at.
I don't feel
Oh, look at the next
worse
one.
because yesterday I didn't do very well. Never mind, we just scored. But
Yeah, insta scored. Is this solo queue? Yeah, this is solo queue. Yeah, and in this spot again, um, try to rotate out to the middle. Because if you rotate out to the mid boost, it's probably, yeah, you basically need boost because you have 0. But if you go like this, you have, well, not all the way to your back post, but like picking up like 4 pads, it's probably easier to get to this play by driving to this boost than driving to this boost and then instantly back. And you cross your teammate like he wants to go for this ball, so that's not ideal. And now you're basically both defending a shot from the same direction. Yeah. Yeah, again, like in this situation, it's like this is a bit awkward. You maybe could have half flipped, but
yeah,
that doesn't really matter. But like now, you see you don't use any flips. Like the ball goes in, but in this whole play, if you had used like 5 boosts and a flick, you would have been supersonic a bit earlier. Like it's not that big of a deal, but I think you should keep hammering on, like, if you're rotating towards a play or towards your net, just use a bit more flips. It's a high scoring and save game. I see in the bar below. Nice shot. Oh, that's bad. Not by you. Uh, I was thinking like maybe you could have gone a bit wider to defend that shot, but you probably normally would have shot it on the backboard, so you're positioned pretty well. And it goes in. Banger. Yeah, and in these sort of situations when you don't know what's gonna happen in the next play, but you know an opponent is here, like I would always like if you turn here and let's say this guy is not faster than you, you can't really do that much because your teammate is out of play and you still need to go past 2 defenders. So for safety reasons, and you can't see a lot, like I think you should flip away instantly and just like see when you land, like, all right, I can turn again. It's safe to go. Because maybe you could have had this ball if you saw the throw it immediately. It was also a bit unlucky with the bounce. It's a kickoff goal. Yeah, like this ball from the wall maybe has a good idea behind it. But if you pop it off the wall like this, what was your intention when doing this?
I don't know. I think when I did it, I just was trying to save the ball, but I think I can see why just hitting in the corner is essentially a pass to the other team.
Yeah, right. I was gonna point it out. Like, it's basically a pass to the other team. If you put it a bit more to the left and you followed it like into the air and hit it again, then maybe you would have outplayed someone. But by hitting it like here, yeah, that's you could have still made it maybe if you jumped instantly, but like passing it to there, it's basically passing it. Nice low 50, I like it. Yeah, if you're in net, you basically never want to turn 180 degrees or power slide. Like, if it was easier, probably to like at this moment you were in net. You had 50 moves. You could have jumped for this ball, but because you decided to don't do that, it's gonna be really awkward for you. Like, you're standing under the ball with no speed, and he's gonna shoot this on net. So like now you can't basically do anything anymore. Because like he can shoot it over you, it's a goal. Apparently in front of you is also a goal. So in these situations you probably or want to go up the wall and save it, or jump, or maybe like, yeah, it's difficult because in this situation when you have 50 boost, you basically need to jump, and if you don't, I think you should even make a small rotation to get up to speed when he shoots, so you have speed to save this ball. But by 180 power sliding here, you basically have negative momentum towards this play, so it's really awkward to defend. But yeah, also pretty unlucky bounce. Dribbling the teammate. Oh, that wasn't supposed to happen. Nice shot. This is fine, but maybe you can try and rotate a bit, right? Maybe a bit more wide, because now you had a bit of an awkward touch here. Like, you can only basically get it to there, and if you mistouch, it's basically a pass into the air to the opponent. If you had a bit of a wider angle, you could have boomed it to their back wall, but that's really into detail. Like some touches are actually, you're actually in those past two games are fairly unlucky. I actually don't understand why you're still C3.
Thank you.
Yeah, really, you're pretty good. Your mechanics are fairly on point.
Yeah, I was like, you know how sometimes you're just like doing extremely well and you like win a ton of games. So I was like C3 Div 4, I think, at one point. And then I dropped down all the way to C2 a few days ago.
Yeah, this would have been a goal. That's your teammate. Yeah, like it's always a struggle. Always a struggle in the ranked queue.
Yeah, that I was pretty mad after that. After they blocked it, I remember it. Because that day, yesterday, I was getting really tilted at the end.
Yeah, like these sort of balls are like um, always difficult to defend. But I myself wouldn't try to go for this because if he was a bit closer to the ball, he would have just shot it over you. So on these sort of shots, maybe try and just drive towards the play like you did there, and then drive towards this play. But when you were like this, try and rotate out again and try to get the save. Just baiting your opponents in is, I think, the better option right here. Because like if he had touched it like anywhere to the left, it was a goal for the opponents. But I guess he just mistimed his play. Nice, that's fine. Right here, you maybe were a bit like these things are maybe a bit going into much detail, but I can't really find anything particularly wrong with your gameplay. But turning into the play like this when you know your teammate is probably going for the next ball, and he is maybe a bit aggressive. I think you should maybe be a bit more passive when you just went shot on their net, but like in this case, it didn't really matter. But your playstyle is pretty aggressive so far, I think. Not really wrong, by the way. Huh? Like, yeah, and it's difficult to defend. You can't do anything. Nice pass. Yeah, like really, you should just definitely just play. Your gameplay looks really solid. I'm actually flabbergasted by the fact this is not like GC1, at least. Yeah, that save is maybe a bit difficult. Maybe he thought he was gonna shoot earlier. He should have shot earlier, definitely. But he was slow. Yeah, like,
Yeah, I just went for that because I was getting tilted at that point for that kickoff. I
Yeah,
was getting mad.
I understand. Like 20
Usually I
seconds.
wouldn't go for.
You almost scored. Yeah. Hmm. Really difficult to get good coaching. Like I've seen your gameplay. You're not flipping as much as you could to keep up speed and use less boost. But really, like if I got this gameplay and I guessed that rank, I would easily go for GC1. Like not lower. So I think you should just play and find a teammate who you click with and try and climb into GC1 because you can definitely get there. Like basically in 2 weeks. Like some points are just try and be a bit more passive. Um, a bit more passive and yeah, like let me take a quick look again. Your understanding of the game is actually good. Do you watch a lot of pros?
Yeah, I like following esports,
Yeah, right.
but generally not always. Sometimes I do, but I mostly like watching esports when I watch pros.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Like I can definitely see you know what you're doing. Yeah, right. Like I can't give much tips here. I actually don't know why, but your gameplay looks almost as solid as mine. Maybe a bit less passes with your teammate, and that's maybe the reason why you're not scoring more goals. Well, you scored 5, but your team. Um, I'm actually not that I can't give as much tips as normal. Well, it's good for you, but like, hmm. Yeah, like just sometimes being a bit too aggressive and not flipping as much as you should. Do you play ones a lot or no?
Um, I have been a little bit recently when like I don't have much time because I feel like if I have to leave in the middle of a game, I'm not affecting my teammates. So occasionally, I'm
Yeah, right. Because your ground gameplay also looks pretty solid.
yeah, I think I'm like I'm champ one. I think in ones, which is surprising because I usually suck at ones, but I've been doing all right recently. Because I really don't play anything else other than twos mostly. I don't think I even have my threes placements. Maybe no, I think I do. But for a while, I didn't even have my ones or twos or threes placements in. So I really mostly just play twos.
Yeah, I myself do as well. Um, yeah, no, I can't give you any more pointers than be a bit less aggressive towards the play and try and play it a bit more slow because you are quite fast on the field, and that's good in most cases. But sometimes you're maybe a bit too fast. I
Mm-hmm.
can't really explain why. Just maybe a bit too aggressive and just slow the play down a bit. Like get the ball onto your car more and try to outplay one of them and score. Um, but yeah, there's nothing really wrong with your gameplay.
Yeah, I mean that's a good enough pointer. Just like just so I know that I can just keep playing. That's enough of a pointer for me. It's fine.
Yeah, like keep playing and um, yeah, try to be a bit less aggressive, I think, but like not that much.
Hmm.
All right. Yeah, I hope you liked the session. Besides the point, I didn't give much tips because it just looks solid. Um,
I enjoyed it.
yeah. All right.
Bye. Thank you.
Yeah. Bye bye.
Bye.